All right. How many of you have ever used products like Axe deodorant body spray, Olay hand lotion, Purell hand sanitizer, or Crest toothpaste? Okay, basically everyone. Well, did you know that before these were sold in stores, they were tested on animals in laboratories in inhumane ways? Animals that we own, like cats, dogs, rabbits, and gerbils, and other animals that we see occasionally, like pigs and monkeys, were forced to swallow and inhale products, as well as having these products put on their eyes and skin. All in the name so that we can smell just a little bit better throughout the day. We do have ways of testing without animals, but science believes that these methods do not yield the same results as testing with animals. This morning, I'm going to tell you how animals are treated, how useless animal testing is, and what we can do to make a difference. Many products we use today are tested with animals in labs. Products that are safe for humans to use, like soap, toothpaste, and deodorants, are not always safe for animals. Have you ever read on the back of a package and see the poison control label that says, harmful if swallowed? Well, many products that have this made their conclusions based solely on animal tests. Animals are forced to swallow large amounts of shampoo, toothpaste, soap, and makeup. And these results include severe abdominal pain, seizures, paralysis, and eventually death. Animal testing does not apply to humans because we have a different genetic makeup than they do. In order for scientists to match our genetic makeup, they force animals to swallow a couple bottles of shampoo or deodorant. Even pet food companies test animals with cruelty. An article in the News Magazine of Veterinary Medicine talks about the Iams pet food company and how they would feed animals their product and then kill them. Once they were dead, they would dissect the animal to see if any of their muscles or organs grown due to the food. But animal experimentation is not just for products. Many high schools and colleges around the world dissect thousands of cats, pigs, and frogs every day. But this is somewhat unnecessary because we have computer programs that give students the same experience but without sacrificing animals. Advances in technology are making animal testing a thing of the past. Due to more advances in technology, scientists conclude that testing on animals is not as effective due to their genetic makeup. This is why dogs can't have chocolate because it's poisonous to them, but it's not to us. Kath O'Driscoll states in her article, Rabbit Chem Tests Continue, that there is a new method of corrosive testing called Corrositex. Corrositex is a simple color change when a corrosive material burns through a synthetic skin barrier. This was discovered 18 years ago and is finally being used in laboratories today. Gunter Speet says in his article, How to Assess the Potential of Cosmetic Products Without Animal Tests, that scientists are also using other methods like the use of dead skin cells, 3D computer models, and computer programs like this. Scientists can also form equations and solve them in order to predict how products will be working on humans. But what can we do to make a difference? As consumers, there are a couple different ways. The first is to boycott. Next time before you go shopping, check online to see if companies and products that you buy, see if they test on animals. If they do, try not to buy those products. The PETA organization has a list of many products that don't test on animals. Some of these include Mary Kay fragrances and Conair products. PETA has a full list online that you can find on PETA.org. The second thing you can do is you can write a letter to companies and products that do test on animals. PETA gives two main points to include in your letter. The first is that animal experimentation is violent and that you don't want your tax dollars being spent that way. The second is that funding should be put in other alternatives like the dead skin cell research or the computer program. Lastly, be polite in your letter because you don't want to be attacking these companies and have them throw your letter out without considering it. Like choosing foods to keep a healthy diet, choosing products that don't test on animals may be different at first. But once we see how innocent animals are being killed, we'll be glad that we chose a product that made a difference.